revolt. I have specifically said why I say revolt and against who and why. This is Preacher Doc, and I am forced to speak, as they say, from the bloody pulpit. In other words, what they throw at me, I throw back at them. The same words, maybe put even a little emphasis. Throw quantity at me, I throw quantity back at them. And I have to mention that as Preacher Doc, I made a video called Medcap, kind of a overall view of my health and those that are committing genocide and continuing to cover up of the genocide, of robbery of my Xerox and laser, my science and inventions, etc., and of the assassinations. They have all the evidence of the assassinations, can actually now tell the truth, and the cover up the assassinations by that criminally insane Hoover and the Hoovers. And I have specified, in fact, my classification of a president, what Hoover and Hoovers are. And I say they are the phony, following faggot CSs. That's what they are. Now, what is the solution? I'm not going to, of course, keep them trying to kill me and keep me anonymous and so forth, and I and others. Of course, they've done it to I and others, and probably at least 1,000 through the years, and maybe as much as 200 a year. 200 a year for 40 years is close to 8,000. Understand? That's how serious is this Hooverism and the genocide programs and the murder and cover-ups and so forth. And so what is the solution? Well, personally, I need my money now. My money, and I need it now. I'm injured and elderly, and for protection of my family and myself and my health. And then I have the right and duty to, of course, defend myself and expose the Hoovers. And at the top, knowing who I am and participating in the genocide for the past few years, and then definitely the cover-up of the genocides and the murders, assassinations, and the robbery of my Xerox and laser beam, and the tremendous wealth of that, is Obama. And I have suggested that he should be impeached. He's not born in the U.S. He's an illegal president, illegal commander-in-chief, conspires especially with England, especially in the theft of my string theory and the honors and the huge money it made. So they have to have the House of Representatives investigate and bring impeachment proceedings. Absolutely. They haven't more than enough true facts. Now, what then are we? In that I'm in my best health now than before they tried to do me in with as bad, worse or as bad as Guantanamo treatment. And what is their mental health? They are in an impossible position. They are illegal. They are running rackets in the, through the military-industrial operations, and they definitely are participating in the Hoover way of masturbation of what they say things are, and how therefore you're involved because they ran up in front of you, and you didn't stop or stopped or turned or looked to the right or turned or looked to the left or something, and then they write what they wanted to write anyway, and therefore you're involved because they say so, and that's they're playing with themselves. I don't care what they do. I have no care for that Hooverism. So it's Hooverism is a type of they are perfectionist, masturbating Hoover operators. And what about Obama? Well, I have to quote a kind of a senior F.B.I. man who said about those that were, especially above him and things were not as going good, is that his ass was the blackest. And then I have to say, according to that classification, Obama has the blackest ass.